Fox News' Dave Kinchin joins us live with what he had to say about this. And it is pretty shocking, saying not to vote for either side here.
Yeah, really a big development here. You know, we've been following several angles and developments really related to both the Arab American community, the crisis in the Middle East, and both campaigns and where they stand on all of this. This is another major development that's taken place now.
That's why we have decided not to endorse both Harris and Trump, because all what we've been hearing from them, either insult or lip service.
The publisher of the Arab American News making major headlines Wednesday night, telling Arup Raj his paper and the Arab American Political Action Committee will not endorse either presidential candidate over ongoing frustrations with both campaigns not adequately addressing the growing crisis in the Middle East after 1 year of Israel's war in Gaza. Since then, the death and destruction now spilled into Lebanon has been endless.
I can tell you, frankly, that I have not been able to sleep in a few days. Things are pretty bad in here in this community. A lot of people are hurt.
For the last year, the Trump campaign has worked for the Arab American vote, with former President Trump insisting time and time again that the war never would have happened in the first place if he was in office now. Area Muslims have also been critical of the Biden-Harris administration for backing Israel's right to defend itself with not enough focus on the humanitarian crisis developing in the war's wake.
Of course, we're not happy with Trump. But what Biden and Harris has done in the last 12 months is a horrible situation.
The campaign did not engage with the Arabs and Muslim community in a meaningful solution to find even how they draft their statement, even how they get out their, the approach, how they approach the idea is not, the Muslims are not included at all.
Are you talking about both campaigns, or are you talking about the Harris campaign?
Both campaigns.
Ahmed Ghanem says he tried to address his concerns at Vice President Harris's Royal Oak rally with Republican former Congresswoman Liz Cheney on Monday, but says he got kicked out without being given a reason.
They've asked you to leave, so I was going to give you the option.
Unfortunately, this is no longer a conversation, so can we please escort the building, please? Thank you.
Okay.
He captured video of himself being thrown out and says he still has no explanation for why.
If they are not offering an explanation, I can say because what I represent as a Muslim and what I represent as a leader in the community that has some concerns about the direction of the party.
Well, Mr. Ghanem says he understands now, especially after his experience, why the Arab American News is one major organization saying do not vote for either presidential candidate. Now, the Harris campaign did say that they regret the removal of Mr. Ghanem, and they say he is certainly welcome at future events. Meantime, the Trump campaign has continued efforts to meet with members of the Arab American community. Really just about a little over a week ago, Lara Trump had a rally. The former president's daughter-in-law held a rally with leaders of the Arab American community at the Renaissance Center. So those efforts, we understand, will continue. All of this despite the news now from the Arab American News and the Political Action Committee. They say they're not backing either presidential candidate, at least at this time. Reporting live in Dearborn, Dave Kinchin, Fox 2 News.
Yeah, these headlines collide at a time that people may be trying to kind of put these together and say maybe the reason that they're doing this is because of what happened to Dr. Ghanem at that Royal Oak rally. But it's pretty clear that the Arab American News and the efforts they're talking about have been in the works for longer than that, for at least more than a week.
Yeah, in fact, Mr. Sablani over at the publisher of the Arab American News, I believe, said that this decision was made a week ago or maybe more than a week ago. And he said they're actually going to put together some mailers, about 75,000 mailers to go out to 75,000 homes to drive their message home.